What was the impact of Vietnam or draft Supreme Court cases? Imagine being a young man in the 1960s, facing the draft and feeling torn between duty and conscience. During this turbulent time, the Supreme Court made decisions that shaped how Americans could resist the draft and protest the war. These cases changed the legal landscape in ways that still matter today. They clarified what rights individuals had when it came to military service and free speech. For example, the court expanded the idea of conscientious objection. It wasn't just about religious beliefs anymore. People with strong moral or ethical reasons could now refuse to serve in any war. This was confirmed in cases like United States v. Seeger in 1965 and Gillette v. United States in 1971. These rulings meant more young men could legally oppose the draft based on their personal beliefs. Another big decision involved draft card burning. In United States v. O'Brien in 1968, the court said that the government could criminalize burning draft cards because maintaining the draft system was more important than symbolic free speech. This set a standard called the O'Brien test, which still guides laws about symbolic acts today. The court also protected students' rights to protest. In Tinker v. Des Moines in 1969, students wearing black armbands to oppose the war were allowed to do so. This decision encouraged young people to speak out and participate in activism. Muhammad Ali's refusal to join the military was another landmark case. In Clay v. United States in 1971, the court recognized his religious and moral objections, overturning his conviction. This case became a symbol of how civil rights, religious freedom, and anti-war sentiment could come together. Interestingly, the Supreme Court never directly declared the Vietnam War itself unconstitutional. They saw it as a political issue outside their jurisdiction. Instead, they focused on protecting individual rights within the draft system. These decisions reflected the spirit of the 1960s, a time when young Americans challenged authority, fought for their beliefs, and used the courts to push back against an unpopular war. They gave legal backing to the moral and political struggles of draft resistors and anti-war activists. In the end, these rulings helped shape the way Americans think about free speech, conscience, and protest during times of conflict.